So he's going to be pumping those units out, but it's just a question of whether he can slow Flash down to get some more units out. He's managed to get a couple more Dragoons, 5 Dragoons. He's going to try and intercept Flash as Flash approaches his natural expo. Flash just held off for a second there. Looks like Flash pulled back with the Vultures and Siege Tanks, waiting for the Siege Tank support, I guess, and waiting for support of the Marines to counter it. Great scan by Flash. As soon as that DT dropped, it got picked off in seconds. Now Flash putting on the Siege mode. Movie coming in. He's right next to those Siege Tanks. He's close enough in, but Flash has a lot of units here. I'm not sure if Movie has enough. Movie already losing a bunch of Dragoons. 5 Dragoons already dead for Movie. He's going to be forced to push back in. Movie might be in trouble right now as Flash closes in on his choke, and Movie could find himself under a lot of pressure here. Flash now closing in at Movie's National Expo. Movie's got some reinforcements popping out. He's got a couple more Dragoons on the ground. He's got a Reaver as well. That Reaver is so important for Movie. Managed to get a Reaver shot off. Takes down a couple of Vultures. Flash with his units a little bit spread. He's got 2 Siege Tanks that he left behind. If he brought those 2 Siege Tanks up with his main Siege Tank, I think he might have been able to kill that Reaver with the shots. That Siege Tank gets taken out. He's still got another Siege Tank, another 2 Siege Tanks positioned there just south of Movie's National Expo. Another Reaver shot takes off the second Siege Tank, and only 1 Siege Tank remains, along with a Vulture and an SCV repairing that Siege Tank. Reaver shot kills the SCV. Now the Dragoon closing into the Siege Tank. The Dragoon gets taken out with the Siege Tank, but the Siege Tank splash damage also kills the remaining Vulture. So Flash is definitely, with the longer supply route, is I feel not going to be able to get any more units up there, and Movie is going to be able to clear out before Flash can get any reinforcements in play and probably take that turret down as well, and then therefore save his National Expo. Movie almost getting killed in that counter attack by Flash. You've got to give Flash so much credit, and Movie as well. Flash for his instincts and his killer game sense, going there feeling that he could break Movie down, and he almost succeeded, folks. He almost succeeded in breaking that front door down. Had that Reaver not arrived when it did, Movie would have been toast. You've got to give Movie a lot of credit as well, though, for the brilliant defending on his part, and the fact that he managed to keep that shuttle alive. He's kept that first shuttle that he had from the beginning of the game still alive throughout this. Many a lesser player would have lost their shuttle by now. Now Movie dropping a couple of Zealots as well as a Reaver at Flash's Expo that Flash is trying to take just north of his natural Expo. A couple of Reaver shots go off. I think he managed to take the Siege Tank down. Flash still, though, with about 5 Vultures guarding that base. Meanwhile, Movie looks like he's getting ready to take the mid-only Expo at the 1 o'clock position at the top right-hand corner of the map. Movie now circling around with that Reaver behind Flash's natural Expo, behind that middle line, just trying to do a little bit more damage. Flash bringing in the Vultures to intercept. Reaver shot takes out 3 Vultures. 1 Vulture survives and runs away. Flash, even though he's got a good economy going, he cannot afford to be losing units like that, and that Reaver shot was absolutely lethal, but that's given Flash the time he's needed to move those SCVs away, and I think by now he's got that Expo up and running in the middle of the map just north of his natural Expo. Meanwhile, we are seeing a push from Movie, but looks like that's been thwarted with Dragoons at that Expo of Flashes. Movie continuing to try and put pressure on Flash in as many different directions as possible. Crucial Reaver shot here takes out another 2 or 3 SCVs. If that Reaver shot had perhaps hit half a centimeter north, that would have killed a lot of SCVs. Flash desperately maneuvering those SCVs around, trying to keep them alive. He's now got his army, and there's got a Siege Tank as well as 4 Vultures to take care of that Reaver, and I think that Reaver only needs 1 more shot to kill it. So Flash should be okay now in terms of his main and his natural Expo. So both players trading blows. It's hard to tell which of these players is on top, if any. You would feel that Movie is putting a lot of pressure on Flash, although Flash did kill a lot of Movie's army as well, and Flash, remember, with that fast expansion, is going to have a strong economy. I'm not sure if Movie has killed enough SCVs to really negate the advantage that Flash would have gotten from that second command center and now the third command center, and really being on even number of bases with a Terran player is not where you want to be as a Protoss player at all, and Movie's going to have to do something. He does have those Templar archives up. I wonder if it would have been worth his while, although I'm sure he would have been short on gas, to perhaps try and get a couple of High Templars out and maybe drop and get a couple of Storms on Flash's SCVs. I think if you could do that, that would really put him in a really strong position in the game. Flash now with about 5 Siege Tanks as well as a couple of Vultures and Spider Mines laid out in front of that Expo, just north of his natural Expo, just right of the 3 o'clock position, left of the 3 o'clock position. Flash now marauding around the map, roaming the map with his Vultures, planting Spider Mines, just trying to catch Movie off guard. Movie with a primarily Dragoon heavy army, he's going to run right into that Spider Mine, takes a shot from the Spider Mine. That wasn't good at all, but there's no way he can really do anything with that Dragoon heavy army against so many Siege Tanks. He needs Zealots, he needs speed upgraded Zealots to blast in there. Meanwhile, Flash trying to sneak in, do some economic damage to Movie here with Vultures. One of the Vultures gets taken out as he tries to sneak through the gap. Second Vulture still there. Flash chasing it, Movie chasing it with a DT, and that DT almost drew that Spider Mine right into the middle of those probes. That would have been really painful, and that DT is going to get taken out. That Vulture continuing to harass Movie's economy at that minute only. Movie's going to be forced to send a couple of Marines out. It looks like he's trying to use the probes to take that Vulture down, and Flash micros it well. He can do a lot more damage to Movie's economy. And Movie looks like he's trying to push down towards Flash's Expo yet again at the north of that natural Expo. Now Flash has got a couple of Goliaths out in support as well. Movie with only a couple of Zealots. That's not nearly enough. Coming in, absorbing shots from the Dragoons. That's not what he wanted. That shuttle is going to get picked off for the Goliaths if he gets in any closer. 2 Goliaths there, spotting the shuttle now coming in. Flash taking that shuttle down. Actually, the shuttle's still alive. He managed to drop the Reaver, but the Reaver gets killed. I'm not sure if it even got a Reaver shot off to hit the siege tanks. Now Movie following up with the Dragoons, and ouch, well-placed spider mines, and Movie once again enters an engagement with Flash and retreats with his nose bloody and his face splattered in his own blood. Horrible for Movie there. That attack did not pay off for him at all, and Flash now cementing a strong position in this game despite all of Movie's tricks, trying to go with that interesting build that we saw with the DTs and Reavers. I haven't really seen that used that often. It was really clever play by Movie, I felt, but again, you see why perhaps it doesn't work, why it isn't such a good build. It just, the amount of gas you have just isn't enough to produce units at a fast enough rate to put pressure on an opponent in the way that you want to, and you end up splitting your focus. 2 Reavers with Scarabs can kill units much faster than 1 Reaver, and even though the Reaver DT combo did give Flash some headaches, you feel that now he's taken the anti-Movie aspirin, and is completely pain-free. Movie's managed to get a decent-sized army out again. He's got a few Dragoons and a decent number of Zealots. Flash, remember, with a tank-heavy army right now, so those Zealots will be useful, but you feel Flash has a very strong army, and it looks like he's just about getting ready to roll out here. Another Spider Mine hits Movie's Dragoons. That's not good for him. Flash trying to sneak a probe through Scout, but that's going to get picked off by those Vultures, and Flash has just been lethal in this game, not making any mistakes, and ouch, Movie taking another Spider Mine, losing, and now Movie trying to get those Zealots closing in. He's going to get some of his Vultures trapped. He managed to maneuver them out, losing only 1 Vulture in the process. Another Vulture goes down. He's still got about 3 maneuvering around, and Movie, you can see, sort of pushed back into the top of the map, into the top right corner of the map, essentially, and not really able to roam the map at will, and Flash having map control right now, able to send his Vultures wherever he wants. Now Movie's got those High Templar out much earlier on. If he gets those High Templar snapped, that's going to be horrible for him. He needs to protect those High Templar. Flash manages to snipe one of the High Templar, second High Templar coming under fire, but that manages to stay alive. Flash has seen those High Templar. Looks like Flash, with his units on siege, might be ready to make a push here, and he's going to want to make that push before Movie has enough energy for those storms, and I'm not sure Movie has enough to withstand this push coming up from Flash here. Movie has got the Absorber over those units, so he's seen those units coming his way. He's going to try and get a flank. He's trying to get a flank with those Zealots in, try and hold that bridge. Flash now coming in across the bridge, and Movie should probably let Flash just about cross the bridge before he makes his flanking maneuver, but Flash actually looks like he's content to siege on that bridge here. Now Movie rushing in with the Zealots, and I'm not sure he has enough. He needs to get those High Templar in range to storm those tanks. The High Templars get taken out. Not a single storm goes off. Ouch! That's GG. 3 High Templar, not a single one managed to get within range of Flash's tanks to provide the storms, but Movie is following up with the Dragoons. Is he actually going to be able to clear out those siege tanks here? Flash with too many reinforcements arriving, and Movie GG's. Flash once again taking Movie out, and Movie is in trouble here now. 0-2 down, and Flash looks like he's going to have a very strong chance now to be the OSL champion and to have an opportunity at winning both the OSL and the MSL in a single season. That was not a good performance from Movie, I felt. I thought it was innovative what he decided to try, but it didn't pay off for him, and I don't know what it's going to take to beat Flash right now. I think it's almost you need Flash to make a mistake, and he just doesn't look like making one right now, guys. This is Klazart. Thanks for listening.
무엇보다도 리버에 약간 휘둘리긴 했습니다만 사실 그 전부터 셔틀의 어떤 그 노동조합을 잘 막아내면서 경기 자체를 리드해 나갔습니다. 이영호 선수.
대한민국의 이영호에게 그 타이밍을 가르쳐줄 사람이 누구 있습니까? 아무도 모르는 걸 누가 어디서 배운 겁니까, 이영호가? 배웠다기보다는 나면서부터 능히 알고 있는 그런 그 생이지지. 본능인가요, 본능? 학이지지가 아니라 생이지지 같은 느낌이에요. 저 타이밍만큼은. 그렇습니다. 배운 것도 아니고 읽은 것도 아니고 어디서 들은 것도 아닌데 압니다. 그 타이밍을 그냥 알아요. 그게 어떻게 된 겁니까? 그러면 진영하면 치고 나는 거예요.
진영아 선수 최종 명예 이영호 선수가 그동안 테란 강자들의 모든 장점들을 다 가진 최종 업그레이드 판이 됐듯이 로얄 로드로서 성공하기 위해서는 기존의 프로토스로는 한계가 있습니다. 이 기존의 프로토스로는 3대0이 나올 수밖에 없어요. 지금 시나리오대로 말이죠.
네. 자, 정장 감독을 입고 동료 이구 선수의 경기장은 페이선 신났고요. 자, 진영아 아무리 자신감과 패기를 똘똘 뭉친 진영아라고 하더라도 자신의 타이밍이 자신의